How do you not get lost in Rune Factory 3 Special? You've probably seen the title of this video and wondered how you could even possibly get lost when the town in this game is so small. This game isn't very clear in showing you how to unlock features, where to find things, and other stuff you should or should not do. And it could get very confusing as a new player. So, here are some tips and tricks for beginners in Rune Factory 3 Special. Keep watching until the end of the video to learn everything you need to know. At the start of the game, there will be a tutorial on how farming works. And you'll be given cheap tools. Yes, they're literally called cheap in-game. No, I am not dissing the free starter items. Anyway, you'll get 2 pieces of farming tools by the end of the tutorial. Where's the rest of the tools, you might be wondering? Well, you will need to complete requests from the villagers to get the other tools. For the sickle, get Wells' request from the mailbox titled Message for Marjorie. For the axe, get Sherman's request from the message board titled Gathering Quest. For the hammer, get Gaia's request from the message board titled Got My Hands Full Here. And if you're wondering where you can get some iron, you can find smashable rocks in Privera Forest. Just be careful of monsters. And for the fishing pole, get Carmen's request from the message board titled Fishing Lessons from the Master. Keep in mind that you can only get 1 request per day each from the message board, from the mailbox, and from the owl, which means it will take a few days for you to get all your tools. Once you accept a request, you won't be able to get another one for the day. Even if you change your mind and cancel a request, you can't get another. So I'd like to give a little warning not to take Rusk's request that says he needs something made using a chemistry set early in the game, since it may take some time for you to get one. I'll talk more about that later on. Now that you've got your tools, make sure to read the item descriptions. You'll never know what important information you could find there, because it took me an embarrassingly long time to read the description of the cheap water pot, and realize that I need to press the button repeatedly to water as I walk. And not just water 1 plot at a time and wish I could upgrade my tools as soon as I can. Speaking of upgrades, you will need to reach a certain part of the story to unlock the workshop. I'll try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, but basically, you have to beat the boss monster in Privera Forest. Then, in Solterrano Desert, follow the footprints in your woolly form. Once you've seen the cutscene there, you will trigger the opening of your workshop. The workshop will allow you to build a forge, crafting table, and chemistry set. You have to ask the relevant shops to build you the workshop stations. For the chemistry set, go to the apothecary with 2000 G and 40 lumber. And when you get this chemistry set, you can finally take Rusk's request that I talked about earlier on. For the forge and crafting table, go to the blacksmiths. With 5000 G and 100 lumber for the forge, and 3000 G and 50 lumber for the crafting table. But that's not all they can build for you. You can actually have the blacksmiths build you a barn as soon as you defeat the boss monster in Privera Forest. You just need to bring them 40 lumber and you get instant barn. Then, you can start taming monsters with items and get your monster care tools. Another thing you can unlock even earlier than the ones I've mentioned is the cooking table. You can actually get the cooking table as soon as you start the game and for free. Just go to the diner and ask for new cookware. The first time you do this, you'll get the free cooking table sent straight to your house. But the rest of the cooking utensils will need to be paid for, which is understandable. You can also buy recipe breads from the diner, which you kinda need if you want to make new stuff in your workshop. There's a limit to how much bread you can buy per day, so choose wisely. And be warned that you can't learn anything new if your skill level is too low. You gotta keep making stuff to level up and learn new recipes. And if you're running out of RP to keep making things, you can cut the blue flowers and smash the blue rocks for free RP. You will find these in dungeons, so you have to be careful of monsters in the area. If you don't want to go to the dungeons, you can always have a hot spring bath at the inn for a fee. And that's it! Did you know that the Rune Factory series is a spin-off of the Story of Seasons series? If you also like Story of Seasons, check out our video for A Wonderful Life by clicking on this card right here. See you there!